Coming to you from Detroit, where the Pistons will be going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Golden State does so many things well. Obviously, the offensive side of the ball, they're tremendous. But a lot of folks, Kenny, don't realize how good they are defensively, and statistically, they were the best in the league last year.
You know, Ernie, when you have multiple players on their all-defense,
welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast from suburban Detroit. We are live at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Now, Golden State's starting five. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Bogut with a screen on Jennings. Curry, he feeds it to Bogut. Hits the front of the rim and out.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Now here's Drummond. Graham with the bucket.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Curry against Jennings. It's Curry with the drive. That's good. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the sixth best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
They get it again. Kicks it out to Prince. Jennings against Curry. To the inside. Here's Drummond. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people need to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping.
Yeah.
But I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. Well, I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
Now Jennings after the missed three from Klay Thompson. And he gets the bucket. Wallace has got his first points of the game.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Here's Curry. Here's Iguodala. Rebound by Wallace.
You know, for Drummond last season, his numbers were relatively the same. The expectations placed on him were so hard for him to live up to. Maybe now those will be tempered a bit, and he'll play better.
Now here's Jennings after the miss from Andre Iguodala. And he gets it to go.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
And the Warriors miss again.
And another thought on Drummond, a lot more was expected of him last year, and he saw more attention. Even though his numbers were close to the same, I really felt his impact on the floor was not.
Now Curry, following the miss by Brandon Jennings from deep. Wasted no time on that one.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Wallace left side. It's stolen by Green. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. With the floater. And Andrew Bogut, the bucket on the assist. by Iguodala.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Now here's Jennings. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Curry against Jennings. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wallace has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars. And Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Jennings has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Now here's Curry. Screen by Bogut. Curry passes to Thompson. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Knocks it loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Warriors trail by 4. Green with a screen on Jennings. Outside Curry. 13 feet away. And it's in off the backboard.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
It's Jennings with the drive. Prince fires. It's rebounded by Golden State.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Golden State with another. Pistons leading by 3. Drummond a screen. It's Jennings with the drive. Drummond dishes to Prince. Over Bogut, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Green, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Now here's Jennings. Here's the lob to the hoop, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
To the wing right side. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pistons leading by 5. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Jennings kicks to Drummond, and that one is hammered home.
taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Green. Here's Curry with the three. Another miss by Curry. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The pass to Drummond. Kicks it out to Jennings. Another three for Detroit.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. He feeds it to Green. That one's off, still out of sync.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Green. Pass to Prince. Goes up on the wing, and there's another one for the Pistons.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Curry, good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Jennings. He has 6. Drummond passes to Wallace. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Prince. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Nice ball movement by Detroit. There's a good screen. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. There's 19 seconds left in the first. Now Thompson. He's got 5. Green, the screen. Here's Curry with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 11 points for Steph Curry.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation. And they are doing some damage.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Graham kicks to Jennings. Drummond the screen, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Warriors trail by 7.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Jennings with the ball. Bogut picks him up. Graham. The teardrop falls in. Graham's got 7.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach.